Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to one of the inaugural sessions for Changeling the Lost in the Shadows of Austin venue, second edition. And today we are seeing some Lost deciding that they want to go and visit the Spring Courts Safe House, the club known as Crosshairs, one of the most happening centers in Austin, Texas. Today, the club is booming, the beats are raging because it is currently in the evening time for them. The moon is overhead, the skies are relatively clear if Weather Channel is accurate, and the line to the club is, as usual, fairly long. The Lost are currently waiting to get into the club, meeting up as they go. It's a dark, kind of poorly lit with flickering lights overhead. You wouldn't think it would be the hallway to one of the most exclusive clubs in town. Floor is cracked, with even some places where the tile's missing and there's cement. Forms a L shape the way the line goes in the hallway to get around the corner to the double door entrance. And there, our scene is open.
So Rourke will show up. He's wearing his usual suit. He's heard about this place. He's kind of curious, and after his talk with Lillian last night, he's thought he might give the Spring Court another try. So he is currently waiting to get in. He's standing by himself, kind of just quietly watching the crowd.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can go.
Later on in the day, after Lillian and Belle have their discussion, they mutually decide somehow that let's hit the club tonight.
But no alcohol for Lillian at all, ever.
No. Yeah, that is repeated. Lillian turns up to this club. She is wearing a black dress that comes down to about her knees, a little bit above that. She has a pair of black flats. Although she wears black flats with damn near every outfit she wears because they're so comfy. And she's got her purse on her, and she's still wearing her glasses.
Oh. Yeah, Belle would have come with her as well, and Belle will be wearing. She's wearing like a really nice kind of lilac dress. Nothing like super expensive or designer, but just because of the way she moves and kind of the way she looks, it probably really doesn't matter. And her hair's kind of still in a little bit of a messy bun from practice earlier. She's taken her time to apply mascara, apply makeup. She's got a clutch with some flats with her, and she's wearing some heels, but she's still about probably 5 foot, as they're walking through the crowd. She's still very small.
The line continues to move, and the changelings manage to round the corner. Ahead of them, they see two guys get turned away at the door, the bouncer looking them over, just telling them, out of line. One throws up his arms, annoyed as they go grumbling away. A group of young women wearing mini skirts and heels, in high boots, laced up, come in, and he just opens the door. Ladies, allowing them through. Another group comes in. He looks them. The number of men and the number of women different. There's more women than guys, so he lets them in. And that's when the changelings come up. And without a moment of hesitation, he just nods at them, opens the door for them. Other people in line are like, "What?" Looking annoyed by this, looking upset because, after all, these are a very unusual group of people to allow in, one wearing an impeccable suit and the other two are just not dressed necessarily for the evening as some might expect. But allowed in they are, and inside they are at the top level of a 3-floor club. The top being kind of a glass surface that has walkways that goes to the center of where you can see all the way straight down. On the second floor is another set of dance areas that is a bigger one, almost like a tactical scope. And then when you get to the very bottom is a large red cross painted on the floor going from one end to the other with 4 separate dance floors on elevated platforms with people rocking, dancing to the beat of techno music thrumming through you like your very soul. And there you are in Crosshairs.
So Rourke just looks around, sees Lillian in the crowd, and makes his way over towards Lillian.
Yeah. As Belle and Lillian kind of walk in together, Belle will try and give a small kind of encouraging smile, as she's kind of dwarfed by this giant kind of building with the 4 separate dance floors, and she'll glance towards Lillian. Wow, they really outdid themselves.
Oh yeah, for sure. What's that new song? It's not new, but it's that one song that came out a few years ago. Turned Down for What? Oh, hi Rourke, how's it going?
He just, as he walks up to them, he just kind of raises an eyebrow and says, "I'm doing fine, Lillian. How are you doing?" For Belle, his Femi, he looks like he has glowing green cat eyes. He does not have ears. He has cat ears, but they're where human ears would be. And his hair is pitch black.
Yeah. And Belle, for your reference, I've sent a link to her mask, but she's still kind of the same height in her Famian, but she's got kind of what looks like some form of wings or something grafted onto her back, and there's almost like feathers. And she's built very gracefully. You can tell she's a fairist, and there's also kind of little kind of tears or etch marks kind of on her face, and also she's a little kind of chilly, not like overly so, but just a little enough to be able to sense her mantle. And as sort of Rock walks up, she'll just smile to Lillian and say, maybe we shouldn't have stopped for coffee before we came. She'll think to herself, but she'll smile. She's happy that Lillian seems to be having a good time, and as kind of Lillian and Rock introduce themselves, she'll gracefully take a step back and let them say hi.
Oh, as she takes a step back, it's almost as if it's karmic intervention, because Lillian pretty much just says, "Oh, so Rourke, this is my friend / coworker / acquaintance / friend, Belle. And Belle, this is my I guess what can we say courtmate here? Is that something we can say here? Can we not say that here? If we can't say that here, then I won't say that. But yeah, this is Rourke."
Yeah. Belle will just give a small smile. I think it might be a little too loud for anyone else to notice, and then she'll smile at Rock, and she'll actually give the briefest, she'll give a brief courtesy very gracefully, and she'll smile at him. I believe we have. Sorry,
you go ahead, finish. I didn't realize you're still gone. Go ahead, finish.
That's all right. She just said, "I believe we haven't had the pleasure, King."
And he smiles. And when he smiles, it's not like he's trying to be, but he's kind of got a bit. It's not a very friendly smile. It's just how he is. And he says, "I don't believe we have. My name is Rourke. Yours is Belle?"
She'll nod. Yes, that's correct. Lily and I work together at the theatre.
A pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, she'll smile. Have you been here before? This club is. I haven't seen anything like this for a long time.
I've been here once or twice. Had some incidents. Try not to make a scene.
She'll just smile at that. Well, please forgive me if this sounds out of place, but I believe here that making a scene might be encouraged, perhaps.
Not the kind of scene that I tend to make when I go places.
And if I may ask, what kind of scene would that be?
He just kind of chuckles and says, one where the person I'm talking to usually ends up pissing themselves. That's not really encouraged in a club.
She'll just smile and she'll nod at that.
It's about that moment that you hear a commotion from on the other side of the door. It sounds like a cacophony of voices rising up as one. As soon as the doors open, you hear cheers and see camera shots being taken as someone just seems to be able to walk through the line as if they weren't there, parting like the Red Sea. And through this crowd is your monarch. Well, one of them, the Spring King.
Charlemagne, one of the most notable things about him is that everyone seems to feel the sudden urge to feel happy, chipper. It's almost overwhelming, followed by the intense smell of rose petals and lemongrass as he walks through the club with that $1 million smile. It's not that he goes out of his way to be particularly attractive. No, it's a bit different than that. He has this boy next door look to him, almost incredibly adorable. Almost as if he looks as if he'd almost be your best friend almost, but sort of everyone's good friend, everyone's best friend. And he seems to be filling up an awful lot of space, as almost if he can go from your best friend to your worst nightmare in almost an instant. And he will, walk up to the DJ and with a smile. So, being that this is a wonderful Tuesday afternoon, all drinks are on me. Everyone have a blast.
So you see the Spring King descend down to the first level, to the second level down to let the DJ know. The announcement goes across the speakers. You hear it. The music stopped for a second. Cheers. And then the music just kicked right back up again as if it hadn't stopped at all. Everyone's going about their frenzied dance. You can see him through the floor. Now, the interesting thing about the first floor of Crosshairs is it's not made of regular glass. So everyone there who happens to be a changeling can see through it clear as day. It almost has if you're one who's afraid of heights, you wouldn't want to go across the top floor looking down on this nigh crystal clear thing where you can see all the way down and people can see all the way up. The second floor is the same way, only just wider, and instead of platforms leading to a central area, is a large glass level. And then below that are the 4 major dance floors on top of it, with their own beats playing. Often the alcoves are the drinks and the booths to rest and wait, and in the center of the top floor are actually the tables where the people who want to be seen sit. Out in the open, enjoying the music, and having food brought to them. It is, after all, one of the fanciest clubs in town.
Rourke's just going to look over at Charlemagne and kind of half smile. And he's not going to wave, but he's just going to like incline his head if Charlemagne even like looks in their direction, because you got to do that respect, yo.
Oh yeah, he definitely catches his like attention, and he will and wave. Seems appropriate.
And then Rourke looks at Lillian and Bella and says, "Have you two met the Spring King yet? You should go introduce yourselves if you haven't."
Wait, what? That's Spring King? Oh, no. Oh, two. Oh, it's been like the same 24-hour period.
Bill will gently kind of, she'll gently kind of rest her hand near Lillian. She'll snap. Of course we should. And she'll smile at Lillian. It'll be okay. We can learn to dance, just like I said, if you want.
Yeah. And there's no other way to learn the dance than by dancing. And so forward we charge and stop for nothing. Not one step back.
She'll smile. Whatever works, and then she dances off with Lily, and she'll give Rock another curtsy. But about what you said earlier, Maggie, now I'll be sure to keep that in mind. I wouldn't want to cause any problems or a scene. But it was a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And he smiles and says, "The pleasure was mine." And then he starts heading over towards Charlemagne.
Yes, and she is too, and
Charlotte, go ahead, sir.
Oh, there was one thing I wanted to throw out. Just because they're dancing doesn't mean that Lillian's not slowly inching Belle and herself towards where Charlemagne and Rourke are, because she is curious about Charlemagne, at least. Because she's never met him, and he looks like the guy from Tropic Thunder, the last comedy she really enjoyed first being taken.
Yeah, yeah. And Bella will be oh yeah, Bella will be kind of gently kind of moving and sort of very lightly kind of dancing towards Charlemagne, and as she's watching kind of Lillian, I assume would flail be an accurate term?
Let's see. Dex expression.
Yeah, I'll roll it as well.
I've got a -1 penalty because I'm untrained in expression.
Actually, nah, I'll let you go.
Okay, how do you roll dice now?
Rolling dice. So, first things first is we have dice rollers, one for every venue, I believe.
Yep.
We're going to go to Changeling. So we have a scene. I'm going to start that up just as a tradition.
Good.
All right. And what you would do from there is you can roll as you normally do. If you wanted like 10 again, you can put in 10 again, which all dice have 10 again unless you lose them.
Because it's my form of because it's under my form of expression, my specialty. Would that be a 9 again?
In your expression specialty for your enchanting performance?
It's for dance, but if enchanting performance adds as well, I'll take it.
Where were you getting your 9 again from?
just from the let me reread the artist kif. I know with the original first ed for dancer it was 9 again on dance rolls, but I don't know if it's the
So
same.
no. So all kits now are a 3 successes
Oh, okay.
on a exceptional success instead of 5.
Mhm.
And then you have tools of the trade, which can give you, if you spin the glamour, give you the tools necessary to perform your art at a dice bonus equal to your weird, maximum +5 for the specialty.
You know, you know what? You know what? Because this is a Spring monarch, and because of her experience with Madame Laron and Spring, she knows that sometimes you have to be seen to make an impression, even if she doesn't want to. So I'm going to spend that glamour, if that's all right, to activate Tools of the Trade.
Okay. So
Oh,
keep in mind
yeah,
that
right.
manifests the tools all around you as you do so.
Oh, okay. So, like, would normal people be able to see it? I'm sorry, I just
Yes.
haven't. Oh,
All those glamour powers do not get protected by your mask. I mean, the items will look completely mundane, but coming out of nowhere, no. That would definitely be.
I see.
So, I mean, if you want to, go ahead. I'm not going to
I'm all right.
stop you.
I'm just, yeah, no, I'll just spend the glamour to activate my hairpin instead, because that's more subtle.
You're going to activate your hairpin. Okay. So the moment you spin that glamour, everyone nearby can kind of get a sense because they see it glow a faint color, almost like the glimmering of spring in this environment when you activate it. They don't necessarily know what it does, and you can spend the willpower at any point in time to make a kitting check, but you have a idea that there's something unusual about that pin.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do the expression roll as well,
All
and
right.
that's just Dex expression. Let me double check.
If you're untrained, you lose 10 again, correct? Or no?
If you are untrained, you get a dice penalty, is what happens.
Oh, but you maintain 10 again. Oh, awesome.
Yeah. To lose 10 again requires most of the time supernatural powers or some kind of distraction, condition, or tilt.
Let's see if this works. Do I need... No, I think I need to tag dice.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I see my specialty in ballet won't apply here, but that's fine. I'll roll now. No lot. Because I'm just dancing across.
Let's see if that works.
There you go.
Okay. No,
So-
I don't ask for a dramatic failure. Discord.
So you have to tag at Discord. Or I should say Discord. And then it's space roll number of dice and then the type of again you have. This can also do road actions too. There you go. You get 2 successes on that then. So Lillian is not as graceful as she's moving across the floor, but conversely, Isabel is like an angel, dancing across, drawing some eyes as the two of them get closer to their mark.
Charlemagne will almost stop mid-conversation and give that friendly smile. He'll say, "I'll be right back," as he turns towards this person that's dancing towards him, his smile becoming evident. He'll tilt his head and he will move and start dancing towards that direction. Dice cord, where are you?
What is this roll for?
Oh, he's gonna dance towards her.
Okay, so this is your dancing roll. That's why I was just checking. Presence plus expression.
Oh.
and I claim. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, but
And I
what?
claim being dressed for dancing tonight since it's his club to have a good
Uh,
time.
considering you're wealthy, would you go all out? How all out do you want to go with it?
Like ridiculously, he's going full indulgence. Like,
Then you, with your resources rating, you could get up to a +2 from your equipment for dress for the evening.
okay.
It's nice having money.
Yeah. While Belle's kind of dancing with Lily, and she's also keeping an eye out for Rock if he wants to ask anything, but she'll just glance towards Lillian as she's kind of almost effortlessly dancing through the crowd, and she'll just smile. See, it's not so bad, right? Once you know how to move.
So like Lily's doing this weird ass thing with her hands. Like I don't like you don't know what the fuck's up with that, but she apparently thinks that's dancing. And she's like, yeah, I think I'm doing it. I think I'm doing it.
She'll know. You're doing well. Just maybe you just want to move. Maybe you just want to tuck that arm in a little bit, just so you don't hit someone.
Oh, right. Yeah,
No,
that's
you're doing.
bad.
No, it's okay. It's
Oh,
okay. You're doing
did I
really
do that
well.
wrong? Definitely did.
You're doing. See, it's not so bad once you get practice, and everyone.
Yeah, you don't put in 90/10. You just need to type in 9, where you put 90/10.
Okay.
It automatically knows it's D10s because we do not.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
our dice block can only handle NWAD dice rolls now.
Okay. So just write 9.
Yes,
And so how will it know 9 again?
you type in 9 again after, just like you did before.
Okay. So it will just be 9 again?
So you do at Discord
Mhm.
9
Right.
space 9 again.
Gotcha.
How are you getting the 9 again?
I think that is, if I'm looking properly, isn't that like a, no, I was wrong, excuse me. I mean, don't know my sheet, forgive me.
It's quite all right. I just happen to know that virtually no one in the venue has 9 again because no one took shotguns.
Oh yeah. Okie dokie.
All right. I love how it read 90/10 as
Mhm.
910.
I'm just having so much fun imagining just Belle dancing, Lillian on a kind of hyped coffee state, being like a spider in the bathtub, just kind of scrambling. Rock
Yeah,
being
that's pretty much
Rock.
what it is. You know how when you try to step on a spider, the spider starts freaking the fuck out? That's
think that's-
bullying dancing.
Yeah, and Belle's just kind of following along, like, okay, she's not hurt anyone. This is good. This is fine.
I think I did it wrong again.
This is totally how you dance to this type of music. It's fine.
See. Yes, because you need to. Okay. So you did dice cord, 9, space, and then you do 9 again. Like,
Thank you.
there you go.
On success.
So you got 1 success. Well, you succeed. You are dancing magnificently across the floor, and your appearance, of course, draws all the eyes of people around you, making women and men swoon as you pass.
He makes his dance and he sort of dances towards this. What's your presence or appearance?
Mine.
Yes.
Yeah. So just for reference, she is She's a fairist, and she appears like she's about 4'6", but she's a little taller. She's wearing heels. She's got very pale skin. She has brown hair, brown eyes, but from her femia, you can kind of tell it's almost like she has kind of wings kind of grafted on her back. Her skin, not all of it, but some of it is outlined with feathers, and she's got kind of what looks like almost like glitter or kind of something kind of streaking down her face. It's almost like paint or makeup's being applied, and it's like tears.
Gotcha.
It's
She
angst.
definitely has a very, very beautiful appearance.
Gotcha.
But
If you're
she's
looking for-
striking looks too mechanically. But yeah, she's very graceful.
So yeah, he's going to start dancing towards you. It almost looks like a fusion dance. He's going to dance with you.
About that moment, Desmond is in the middle of the line. People are making way for him, more because he is an interesting figure that has everyone curious, or for the majority of them, they don't even notice he's there at all. As soon as he makes it to the front, the bouncer at the door nods at him, opens it, lets him through with very little fanfare. And inside, he sees the current dance floor. At the top level happens to be the part where he's at right now. It's where you see the top of the reticle of like a crosshair almost, with 4 pathways, one from each side of the club, going to a center dais made of glass where all the people who wish to be seen or eat or see what other people are doing are sitting. The floor up there is made of glass with beautiful railings, and it's so clear you can see perfectly through it to the people below and them up towards you. There are stairs on the side that lead down to the second level, which is an all glass area made of the similar material, definitely fey in nature, where you can see one of the other monarchs dancing with a beauty who is almost radiating grace. Near her is a young woman in a black dress who has a vaguely spider-like appearance, and also on that floor is a man wearing a suit.
I can't plan. I can talk. He's totally not planning on dancing because he fucking can't. But he'll go ahead and walk down to the second floor and just kind of lurk in the corner and watch. Oh, it's too early for you motherfuckers to be doing this.
As the birds attack everyone in the venue.
This is Alfred Hitchcock's Birds again.
Hedge birds.
I
Don't
know
worry,
how
I
this
don't have 'em.
ends.
Well, from one monarch to another, you guys can easily see each other. Your mantles are strong enough that you can feel them. They're almost strong enough that the mortals around you can feel them. That sense of cold, that sense of spring rain, all mixing together as Desmond approaches.
Dancing with the lovely beauty, he will smile at Lillian. You're getting it. You're getting it. That's mechanical.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll make sure to fix that. Thank you.
Belle will just smile, just a little half smile. She's new, but she's a natural. She'll smile. It's a pleasure to meet you at last. I've heard so much about you from Madame Laurent.
Right. Quite the chatterbox. It's fun. Hope all good things.
She'll smile. Of course, she wouldn't have us hear anything less, and she'll offer her hand and she'll curtsy.
Sort of take it, kiss it. Oh, what a pretty thing you are. And where are you visiting from?
Yeah, hmm, yeah, she'll very gently and slowly rise up. She'll say, um, I'm visiting from she'll just try and find the words for a second. Uh, I, I suppose from the theatre. Lillian and I both work there, but we felt we should come and make introduction.
Ah, she does have a talent. I'd have to come by again. I most enjoyed her Romeo and Juliet. What tears to my eyes. Such a crier, you know.
Remembers the costumes.
Yeah, yeah. Bella actually nod at that. Yeah, she's really quite something. I don't know what it is about that place, but there's just something lingering nostalgic there. But I remember the costumes were wonderful. I loved the embellishments on Juliet's dress. They must have taken so long to make.
An
Hours.
indulgent and a love of art is something that I can embrace.
Yes, she'll nod. Of course, I believe that is why we came. We've both been so busy with work lately. I thought that it'd be a good idea to come visit and see what people were talking about. But well, it's just succeeded. No, she'll just smile and she'll look up and she'll look around. You really know how to make an entrance.
Is it everything you expected and more?
If I'm honest, I didn't know what to expect, but
Well then, I assure you that let your desires run free here. No judgment. As he will kind of like get a little closer.
yeah.
Lillian needs an adult.
At that actually, Bell'll smile and nod.
Mm.
I'll be sure. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. I apologize, I forgot to introduce myself and Belle, and she'll offer the hand, but she'll use, the hand low key to give us a little bit of distance, not in like a not in like an ew way, but in a he is jumping on me right now, and I am keeping this cool and polite and formal right now because
And he will smile, bite his lip, and kind of go back with like the push. I see. Well then, Belle. And your friend?
Her friend's name is Lillian.
Lillian. How are you?
I am doing pretty well. Should I go with Mr. Charlemagne or Sir? I don't know.
Do I look like a sir to you? He smiles.
Okay, so you're also first name, but you're also for words, Lillian. You are also first name basis.
Formalities are nice, but Charlemagne is fine.
Okay. I'm doing just fine, Charlemagne. And you see, looks at Belle, looks at all the onlookers.
she'll
You seem to be doing you. I imagine just fine, but I don't want to assume.
He will kind of boop her nose, not as adorable as you.
wow.
And she's dead.
Well, Bella just smile. Well, who wouldn't want to spend the evening with such a perfect gentleman, especially one who knows how to dance so well?
Rourke is just standing over by Desmond watching this all go down, and he's just every once in a while he'll just look at Desmond with a raised eyebrow, and he won't say anything.
Wait, was he looking at him with a raised eyebrow?
Yeah, he's watching the scene between Charlemagne, Belle, and Lillian. Every once in a while he'll look back at Desmond with just a raised eyebrow.
He'll just kind of look over with a very kind of neutral expression on his face. And then there will be the ever so slight raising of his shoulders and then bringing them back down again in a very, very tiny shrug.
He just slowly nods and then goes back to watching the three on the dance floor.
Now that Kim is back, Charlemagne will look up, sort of lift his glass to Desmond.
He will nod ever so slightly.
Knowing that's the Winter Monarch, and that's the best he's gonna get, he continue dancing. Sort of oblivious to the things happening around him. It looks like he is doing, he is leading a rousing rendition of the Dougie, as everyone starts doing it with him.
As everyone's dancing, the music just stops. Looking around, you can see that all the mortals are still dancing. They seem to be moving to some sort of beat. But all you can hear is almost just the silence in the room. Your breath on the wind, which brings up a good question. Where did that wind come from? You're inside a building. And at the edges of your vision, it's almost like you can see thistles, thorns, and the slight sound of coins jingling and falling down a set of stairs. And then the music starts up again, and the sound of the coins slowly fades away into the beat.
Is there anything I can roll to catch that or notice that?
Well, everyone did notice that. That happened to all of the changelings present. So if you want to try to figure out what that is, you could always make a kenning check to see if you can identify source, location, or object. If you roll your clarity, but it costs a willpower to activate. This is not something that is automatic.
Okay.
Can I make like
First willpower 1 week?
Can I make like a cult check
An occult check?
to see if I've like maybe heard of some phenomenon like this before?
Yes, you can. The kenning is just to see if you can identify where it's coming from. But if you want to just make an occult check, you can do so. So let me know what everyone's doing. I'm going to go in order from left to right on my screen. What is Rourke doing?
He is going to be making a, did you say intelligence occult check?
So yes, I would allow for an intelligence plus occult check. Looking at your sheet, your special. Well, you don't have any specialties there. So
Yeah, I do. In my occult, I have a specialty.
I was looking for something that applied. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So that's what he's doing.
Okay. And you're going to be up next, Anthony.
I'm gonna spend willpower.
Willpower to do a clarity.
Yes.
Kenning. Okay. Then I will let you roll that. What is Desmond doing?
Your boy want to go and hide, but he can't do that shit because he's the Winter Monarch.
You can, in fact, hide better than everyone else here.
I know, but I can't look like a coward in front of all the other courts. Fuck you.
Especially in the Spring Court's home turf. I think so. So while you're thinking on that, let's see. Anthony, so here we go.
2 successes.
Yes. Your character, so Charlemagne, immediately gets the sense that has something to do with the top floors. Like the top floor above them. And I will give you a description in a second, depending on what everyone else gets. You can. Do you want to have a an dramatic failure on that one, Fiona?
No.
Okay, so Rourke doesn't want a dramatic failure. So Rourke knows nothing. What does Desmond do?
I'm just gonna roll like everybody else for the.
Oh, you're going for clarity? The kenning?
Sure.
All right, that costs a willpower, and then just roll clarity. What is Isabel going to do?
So, as soon as Isabel sort of sees the thorns and brambles and hears the sound of coins, it's almost like that kind of relaxed atmosphere has just been completely cut across. But as everyone returns to dancing, she kind of continues to dance and sway a little bit, but she's going to do a kenning roll to try and identify where the danger is and if she needs to move her and Lillian away from it, which way to go.
All right, give me that roll. And Lillian? All right, so 2 successes on both of them so far.
Lillian has encyclopedic knowledge occult,
Okay.
which is, I believe, an intelligence wits roll, and I just know shit about what's going on.
Yes, if it would be within your realm of understanding, if I recall right. Let me look up encyclopedic knowledge off the top.
Yep.
Intelligence plus wits, and I can give you a relevant detail at hand, but it won't necessarily be as in depth as a intelligence plus occult roll.
Oh, it wouldn't be as in depth. Okay.
Yeah, it would be an automatic fact that would be not open to interpretation. It will be a fact, but it won't be as detailed as something you would get from an intelligence plus occult. No.
Okay. Then I'll do intelligence occult then.
Okay.
I have a specialty in folklore. I don't know if that applies here.
It does not apply.
Okay. I think that's all I got.
Damn, 3 successes.
Oh shit. Oh no, okay. The 10's already re-rolled. Okay.
Yeah.
That is 3 successes.
All right. So, I'll start off with those of you who had clarity. So the first 2, that would be both of our monarchs. You notice that it's something to do with something upstairs. Someone up there or something must have triggered that, and you can pinpoint it down to one of the tables. It has to be one of those tables on the top floor. However, our much more alert Isabel will notice that. Wait, was that Isabel who rolled that? Yes, because Adraste. Isabel will notice that it's not just one of those tables. It is the centermost table up there is where it's coming from. You can see that there are 3 people sitting around that table. You see their legs, and judging by their apparel, you can assume 2 of them are women.
Okay. But that's all she can see from that distance.
Yes, because you're looking up and you can just see people's legs. The fact that one of them is wearing a mini skirt verging on micro skirt, and one of them is currently wearing what looks like a knee-length black skirt.
Yeah.
While what the other one is wearing suit pants.
Okay.
And then as for Tim,
Ooh, right before that, I did forget. We add our autumn mantle to this, right? Or no?
only if it's something dealing with the true fae or fairy.
I'm guessing in this case that's not the case.
It likely is not the case.
Okay.
But what you do know is that you've heard of something like this and having to do much with the goblin markets. Especially with the rumors going around lately, where the goblins keep talking about hearing coins and jangling while they're walking through the stalls and the streets. Some of the changelings who have gone there have reported similar events.
Okay, so it's safe to figure that this is, at the very least, something related to goblins, or
Yes.
the use of a goblin contract or something. Okay. So Lillian is going to look to Charlemagne, since this is kind of his turf, and she's going to say, "This phenomenon, I recognize it. Ish. It's something that happens in, well, the special markets, if you know what I mean. It's been happening lately."
Charlemagne will stop dancing.
Yeah.
His eyes will immediately go to the second floor.
Yeah, Belle will. Yeah, at that, Belle will kind of indicate. She won't say, but if you follow her eyes and her eyebrows, she's glancing towards, or she's at least trying to subtly motion to where that middle table is. Should we keep dancing and approach, or do we need backup, or
I'll handle it. Keep dancing. Enjoy your night. And as you can see, like the flirtation is stopped and like the joking is stopped. It's much more serious.
Lillian kind of has to stop because she thought that Charlemagne's response was going to be, "We gonna roll on these bitches." Upon hearing that that's not happening,
yeah,
she also resumes dancing.
yeah. Belle will keep dancing, but as she's dancing, she'll just whisper, Do you think we should go with him or keep an eye? I know he's a monarch, but
Is Belle asking Lillian that?
Mm-hmm.
Lillian's gonna say, "Well, right here. I like to think I have a good eye. If something happens, well, first of all, they can likely take care of themselves. They're friggin' monarchs, but if we're really needed, we can jump in and give the assist."
She'll nod and she'll actually link arms with you, and she'll get quite close, so that not super in your face, but like if people are looking, it'll look like you're dancing together, and she'll just whisper, "Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. Do you think the others will come too?" And she'll glance very briefly as she's dancing, seeing if she can see the other monarchs before they go. But like basically she's like, are we getting back up? Are we going now? Our character, that's what she's saying.
No, Charlemagne had said specifically, "We're gonna stay here and dance."
Yeah, that's fair now. She'll stay here and dance. But, yeah.
Lillian's just extra, so it's fine.
What is Charlemagne Desmond doing?
Charlemagne is going to confront the people at the table, see what the fuck is going on.
So he is, he's heading
He's
up
walking
the
up the steps.
Yeah, he's heading direct up. That's That's why Belle was asking, are we following and dancing and keeping an eye on him, or are we getting you? We need to find the others.
I mean, he's not your monarch. You're free to do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, no, okay, yeah, no, because if he was like, yeah, no, let's keep dancing, and then he leaves, Lillian's like, no, I want in on this shit. I gotta know what's up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's gonna be some trailing.
Yeah.
Uh, What about Desmond and Rourke?
I mean, Rourke's watching Charlemagne when Charlemagne starts heading upstairs, looking like he's on a mission. Rourke's gonna follow.
Yeah, Lillian's going along too.
Belle's following, dancing as well, but she's kind of keeping an eye on this in case she has to get away, and she's keeping a particular eye out for Desmond. If she's seen him.
Well, that leaves. What is Desmond doing?
Desmond is going to go ahead and follow as well.
Alright.
Though he will do his little sneaky sneak, kind of blend in, kind of. Yeah.
So blending into the environment of people. All right. Give me a wits plus stealth roll, and given that you are the Winter Monarch, you have a massive dice pool for this. I can only guess.
No. Because I didn't think that shit went off of wits.
Blending into the crowd is, in this case. If you're trying to actively hide in the shadows, I'll give you Dex plus stealth.
Even then, my dex pool or my pool still wouldn't be any good.
Well, on the bright side, if they're trying to detect you, they subtract your mantle from them. So
I gotta go look up. I don't think the mantle does anything for.
it subtracts from people's rolls to detect you if they're contesting it.
Yeah, I think. Oh, sorry. I want to wait. I was just gonna throw out. I think Lily. I was trying to say Lillian's gonna do something similar because she wants to get it. She wants to get a very specific angle on this table.
Yeah.
In case they're a thing.
So you know what? Fuck it, gonna blend in with the crowds or not the crowds, the shadows. Fuck it.
Okay.
So
I sure as hell don't have anything to help with this.
everybody else is hiding.
I'm not hiding in terms of hiding in the shadows because I can't. You know, wherever I'm going, people are looking at me. But I'm trying to like blend in and seem like I'm not paying attention when I am.
So what I'm gonna do is Rourke is going to find a little like corner, probably like next to us or something, stand in the shadows without moving for a minute.
All right.
And then once that minute is up, he's gonna activate Light Shy.
Okay. You are going to be a little behind the group then. Give me your. Let's see. You're activating Light Shy.
And it does not require a roll.
It does not indeed. So you're going to have Light Shy up, making sure. And that brings us over to. I thought, Tim, you were doing an action as well for sneaking.
Yes. I was just gonna ask about a couple of bonuses I could get.
Okay.
Because I'm next to the astoundingly beautiful woman that has all the attention, can I get her striking looks as a bonus?
Well, she's not hiding, so I will give you that one.
I mean, I am hiding, but I'm not hiding. But yeah, do it.
Okay. You have striking looks too, yeah?
Yeah, I'll give
I
that.
do,
as,
yes.
Yeah,
I did.
giving that
to
as an
myself.
equipment bonus. Since you are sticking near that.
I have my pin active as well. If you'd get anything else from that.
No, that's only affects you, directly you.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. But I think there's a penalty as well for me getting more attention. If
Yes, there is.
okay,
So you're also penalized by your own striking looks. So,
I am aware.
So
But I also have.
your dice pool is abysmal.
I knew it
Wait,
would
mine?
happen in this type of situation.
No, I'm talking to
Yeah.
Isabel's player.
Yeah.
Oh,
Would it? I'm just saying because I assume small framed and my mantle won't help much here, but I understand this.
You are at -4 dice if you want to really try to blend in.
I'm gonna
you were
do my
muted.
job.
can I offer an alternative solution to this problem for the player of Bells or Bell?
Mm.
Maybe you could do a subterfuge roll to be like, I'm not sus at all.
Yeah, that's what she's
That
doing.
would also
That's
be penalized by 4 dice because of both striking looks and her active token.
Damn.
So you might want to hold off on trying that.
Yeah, no. Oh, you know what? I won't. You know what? I won't try anything. Why not?
Okay,
I'll
sounds
dance.
good. Then
Hide in plain sight.
let me make a roll real quick for one person. Well, that didn't go as planned. Okay, and then let me make a roll for. Did I kill Discord?
No, you just it's supposed to be roll 7. I think that.
Yeah. I forgot to hit roll. Haha, that's what it did. Yeah. I was like, what did I miss this time? There we go. Holy crap on a stickle.
Okay. So expected.
And so you guys are going up there, and the first thing that happens is you look over and you see that there's only 2 people at the table there talking with each other. An elderly looking man and a young looking woman with her black skirt. Running away right now in a violet pleated miniskirt with a white crop top and a black crop jacket on is a young Asian woman sprinting along the railing as if it was just a wide open path as she goes in the opposite direction of you guys.
Lillian smiles and starts chasing.
Okay, so we're going to have a chase in the middle of the nightclub. Is anyone else going to go running after, or is everyone else just going to watch this?
I'm gonna try. I need to read something really quickly so I know if it would be able to do the thing I wanted to do.
While you're thinking on that, this is your court. What is Charlemagne thinking?
Charlemagne is thinking that if people start running and a chase ensues, we don't want to get the cops here because then that's a whole nother thing I don't want to deal with tonight.
All right, if he wants to shout, Lillian, don't contain the hunter heart. Please.
Watch all your hunter hearts just start like leaping through the air. The winter monarch's like, I'm out. Your problem.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
So,
but what he's going to
sorry.
But what he's going to do is he's going to Lillian, don't.
Stops. Like she almost trips. She stares. She looks back, and it's just like these sad spider eyes.
We're in public. If we cause a scene, well, do you know where they went? Which way they went?
She'll if she knows that, Matt, she's going to note down exactly the path that she went, and if she can, note which exit she thinks that she would have taken.
Well, all of you can see her running along the railing, because what she did is she jumped onto the side railing and started just absolutely sprinting down. You can all see where she's going. She's heading over towards, there's a bar nook over there, just dead shot towards it. The reason she's able to avoid the crowds is because she's running along that narrow ledge.
Rourke is going to trail her under the effect of light shy.
Okay, you're going to try to trail her under the effects of light shy.
Okay, he's just going to keep the contract up while he's trailing her.
Fair enough. You're going to try to move forward. Here is an issue, though. You're going to have to get through the crowd to keep pace with her. She's not having to do that. Are you? If he feels confident he can make it through, we can get the chase on.
Mm-hmm.
It would count as a pursuit.
You know what? Let's go with it. Let's do it. What do I got to roll?
Okay.
Here's a question. Sorry.
Yes.
Since this is technically my club, I know where each direction is going. Would I be able to take that as a bonus? Be able to sort of take an expedient route?
You looking around, the expedient route would be straight ahead. You wouldn't have to deal with as much of a crowd going around the sides, but that would be longer. So yeah, if you're doing this, it would just be Dex plus Athletics for anyone who wants to participate. It looks like Rourke is.
It's my court. I have to kind of see what's going on.
Right,
I just didn't want like a full-on chase. And
all right, Rourke and Charlemagne are going to be pushing through the crowds. What about Isabel and Lillian?
This is the second time Lillian's been about to start the chase, and Charlemagne's like, "No, don't," and then he starts the chase.
no, if she was just gonna be like fuck the police and start like running on like the rails and shit, like
no, she wasn't about to start that up. No, not salty. It makes sense because Lillian's like,
I'm gonna spend a willpower on this roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lillian.
Those who are going to do this, now's the time to make your roll. You're out of decision making.
Can I do something else if all three of them are chasing?
Okay.
I got 8 successes.
Yeah. Can I what I'm asking is there any way I would be able to dance or draw the attention of the crowd towards me and away from where they need to run?
A large crowd like this, potentially. If you'd be taking some penalties though, because it is loud. There's a lot of stuff, and if you had to yell anything, you gotta tell me what you're yelling to convince them to move. Like if you're screaming fire, someone. There was a monarch a second ago who said, "Please don't get cops involved."
Oh no, it's nothing like that.
Well, what were you thinking?
I'm thinking, right, do you mind just telling me what the layout of this club is? Like, is she running towards or like away from where the bar would be?
Okay, so once again, you guys are now on the top level of it, which is ground floor. Everything else goes into basement levels. The top floor has 4 platforms. There's a center square where all the tables are, and then 4 platforms lead to it, like walkways. So you guys were at one end of the walkway. She's running in the opposite, and she's heading towards the bar. You guys would have the door behind you out. So the only exit from this building, other than, say, fire escapes or staff doors, is behind you. She's heading straight towards the top floor bar.
Right. She's heading towards the top floor bar, and that's where everyone else, and that's where all the people blocking the way are.
No, all the people blocking the way are between you, because you guys are at one end of the building. She's at the other. Between you and her, right now, 4 walkways. So that go across to a center dais where there are tables and such. So you'd have to run through the people at those tables, get past them, and get to her. Also avoiding people who are on the walkways.
Okay. Because I was just thinking of, I mean, I can just let them make their rolls if that's easier. To be honest, I was just thinking of something I could do to be useful. I was gonna say I might actually give me a second. Let me check something out.
I got 8 successes on the chase roll, by the way.
Yeah, I saw.
Okay.
Do we take any penalties to the chase roll?
He didn't in his case. Like normally, I would have given penalties for equipment, but he's also invisible essentially.
Okay, makes sense. He can just kind of weave through. Would I be taking like what, a -2 or something?
Yes, I would give you actually a -3 because there's crowds of tables and people.
Okay, let's get it. I'll try my chase roll. Probably won't be super good, but we ain't gonna do willpower this time.
Spending willpower can always be a good idea, especially when the dice cord likes you.
I don't know if the dice cord likes me. Actually, let's see. We'll spend
And while that's going on, Desmond, I assume, is just watching this like, what the hell?
Yeah, he's kind of watching because it's not his fucking court. He ain't about to go do anything weird, like, I don't know, fucking, yeah.
Well, you guys see Lillian running through, shoving people out of her way, easily and cleanly clear some of the tables and chairs in her path. It's almost like she's flowing around them, like she's used to having multiple limbs and running on thin lines. This is drawing attention to everyone, and Charlemagne is making his run as well. And since it's your safe house, you also don't have any penalties. So, yep, 2 successes. But neither of you were able to catch up. Instead, you see ahead of you someone come out of the blue, catching up to the young lady. It's Rourke. Of all people, it is Rourke.
Oh shit!
Rourke and her are neck and neck as she clears over the bar with a bewildered bartender there, as he also has to clear it to catch up to her. Comes out of Lightshine. She turns and looks at him as he catches up. And what does he do, since he's going to be the first one and only one to catch her?
Okay, first question. Does she have a Famine?
Yes.
Okay. What is...
She looks like definitely a very ethereally beautiful young Asian woman with flowers sticking out of her hair, a hazy scent on the nostrils, this feeling of just absolute absolute beauty. To give you a picture,
can I make a reflexive wits politics roll to see if I just like off the cuff see if I recognize her face when she turns?
Nope, that would be an instant. So you can either stop to puzzle that out, grab her, yell at her. Your pick.
You know what? I can puzzle that out later. I don't want to fucking just Autumn's Fury. Let's get it in fucking the club.
I'm sure the Spring Monarch will not be upset if you destroy his club.
He's gonna try and tackle her.
Okay. Give me a We're going to be rolling initiative on this one now.
All right. What do I roll for initiative? Is it just still straight D10?
It should be just a straight D10, yes. I actually haven't had to look that up in a while. That is.
I'll wait to roll until you look it up. That way.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh yeah.
anything up.
First of all, what is your intent? Because at the start of combat, you have to give an intent. What your goal is, basically.
His intent is to stop her long enough for Charlemagne and Lillian long enough for them to catch up.
Okay. So roll a D10 and add it to your initiative.
Okay.
No 10 again, of course.
Oh, okay. I got 6 because Dice Gen giveth,
Yep.
Dice Gen taketh away.
10.
Damn, Dice Core called you out though.
Bruh. She rolled lower than me. How?
All right. So you got 2 on yours for a total of 6. She goes first. Her intent is to harm you enough that you are going to not follow her.
Oh, okay. This is how it's going. I'm gonna take lethal my first scene. Let's get it.
And she is going to immediately begin by taking something from her hair and eating it. It looks like one of the flowers.
Okay, I see how this is gonna go.
Someone here doesn't seem to care about this being someone's club as much as you do.
Yeah.
And as soon as she eats that, she is currently surrounded by a flurry of flower petals, kind of like cherry blossoms falling from the sky.
Okay.
She gets off one phrase, "Back off."
You know, is that her turn?
That was her turn. It's yours. And then everyone else will make it into the scene for initiative on next round.
Can I inflict a condition if I by like a roll? That's a question. Can I inflict like a cowed condition with an intimidation roll?
Yes, if you get an exceptional success.
All
Otherwise,
right.
you can social her in combat to try to remove her doors.
I'm gonna fucking intimidate the shit out of her.
I want to see this.
So what he's going to do, he's just going to say, like really quickly, "Don't make me hurt you." That's his intimidation roll, or his intimidation like thing, as he kind of half growls with it.
Okay.
So let me count up my dice pool so I don't mess anything up.
Sounds wonderful.
Air of Menace is a +2 to intimidation, right?
Air Menace is a merit that I don't have open to right now. Let me get to the page. It is +2 to menace others, but you must spend the willpower to pick a fight with it. So if you were trying to start a fight, it would be harder.
Okay. But that's kind of the opposite of what I'm doing, so I'm good, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I have 4. And then get my mantle. Cool. And I'm assuming my intimidation specialty does not apply because I'm not really menacing small talking her.
Right. This
All
is not
right.
small talk right now. This is most definitely staring at each other threat.
All right. Don't you fuck me over, Dice Cord.
Before you roll, you are trying to intimidate. This is to get her to back down. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I want to inflict, if possible, like cowed or something.
All right.
All right. Fingers crossed.
All right, and I'm going to roll her
5
contested.
successes.
All right,
Exceptional success. 5 successes.
Yep. So if you succeed, you've succeeded. But let's see her contested.
Come on, Dice Cord.
Watch her get like 8 successes and shit.
I'll be so mad. I'll be so mad.
I don't. If I get that many successes on it, there, you know that at that point in time you were not meant to be.
Right?
We fucked up. We fucked up bad. Okay.
I don't even have the dice for that.
Whoo!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
All right. You are going for something
Cowed.
along the lines of cowed as a condition,
Yes.
which you can do on a, because exceptional successes can give conditions.
Yep.
Cowed. Okay, so if she spends a willpower, she can negate some of the issues with that.
All right.
I'm just going to let you know that if someone injures you while cowed, then it ends the condition.
Okay.
And she will, at that point in time, we are at the top of initiative again. So everyone else give me an initiative roll to see where you come into play, who went chasing.
Okay.
Come on. You guys, we got this. We got this, guys.
I'm gonna be doing something else while you guys are chasing, but like, would I still roll initiative for
Yes,
that?
because that determines order of operations.
Yeah.
If Desmond wants in on this insanity, Desmond may at this time roll initiative as well.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Is it just one dice for initiative? And
Yes,
your
one
modifier?
die, and you add your initiative rating.
So,
Okay.
funny question.
Funny answer.
Since I kind of like am taking the lead on this, would I count as the leader of the group for this specific action
No,
instance
it has
thing?
to be people who acknowledge you as leader, and they have to be members of your court.
Damn it! I was gonna try and give Lillian fucking contract extra dice. Had to try it.
Okay. Desmond's not gonna join mainly because I have a Shadowrun game here starting now. So
you take care.
yeah. Though I'm kind of curious before I leave, what about those other two people that were at the table?
They are looking confused at this because they just had two people run past them.
Bell's gonna go talk to them because no one has thought to talk or look at the people at the table. What I'm doing.
All right.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find my mom.
You gotta manually add your initiative modifier. This dice spot won't accept if you just
Correct.
put the add addition.
Yeah, I figured that out. It's all good.
And if you recall, Rourke is 6.
Yes, he is 6.
So it's funny. You were the fastest one to catch there, but in the start of the round, Lillian is all on this. And Charlemagne is what?
I didn't even roll yet, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so how do you do initiative again?
You roll a d10 and then you add your initiative.
I guess if you put the space plus sign, and the next number works.
Oh, it does?
Because that's what Curtis just rolled, and it worked for him.
Cool.
Apparently.
So 7.
He was so surprised that he actually managed to catch up to her that that's why he's reacting slow now.
I threatened you. You threatened me back.
Wait, I actually caught her?
8.
8. Okay. So top of the round is her. And what she does immediately is touches the door behind her that leads into the back area of the bar.
Oh, I know what she's doing.
And will immediately run through it backwards. And when she runs in, you see behind her thorns and brambles and falling autumn leaves, mixing now with her array of cherry blossoms on the wind.
Yeah, no.
And as this is happening, she says the following lines: "Catch me if you can."
Oh, question, Matt.
Say again?
Question.
Yes.
Does she have a mantle?
At this point, you guys aren't sure if she has a mantle. All you know is there's something weird about her with as she moves, it's just a jangling of coins in a purse falling out onto like stone steps, resonating in your ears.
Okay.
If anyone wants to go in, the door is open. Combat actions are allowed. You can just rush in and tackle if you want to do something.
Yeah, but that puts us directly, not just in the hedge, but in the thorns, right?
Yep.
Fuck that!
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh my god. Are you really gonna right now?
Yeah, it's my court. If he just like backs off, like at this point.
Aw, shit.
You know what?
Lillian.
Yeah, he's going after her. Fuck it.
Okay. So it is open. Just keep in mind that it's not gonna stay open. So
what do you mean when you say that?
As soon as she's through it, you guys have this whole round. You can all go running in, and then closed, and you're gonna have to spend a glamour to try to get back through another door, if there's a door on the other side. But because you saw that there were thorns, yeah, it goes straight into the thorns, which means there will be no doorways there. You're going to have to escape the hedge.
That is.
I'm about that life.
I don't think we're about life yet. This isn't Soren. Fuck.
Yeah, no. Belly's going to get the intel and stay very far away from the fawns. Nope.
So initiative order, and we're going to have to do this then. She's through and surrounded by cherry blossoms swirling. That puts us on Lillian. Lillian, what do you do?
Not jump into the thorns.
Not jump into the thorns. And Charlemagne, you were 8, right?
Yeah.
Charlemagne, you just rush in then?
Yeah.
All right. That puts us on Belle. Belle, what do you do? Horrified as you watch people running into the thorns.
Yeah. Belly's not going to go running into the thorns without a plan, but Belly's, since everyone's chasing this girl, looking at the two people on the table, do they seem to have Famiens up or anything?
Nope, no Famiens.
You know what? Belly's very curious about what made the girl run and these people, so Belle's actually going to approach them, if that's okay.
All right. She approaches them. That is your action then.
Oh, and yeah, she'll talk and do social things, but
well, we'll get you on the next round. You'll get social actions if everyone else is not dead. It might just be you socially. Rourke, what do? You just watch the Spring Monarch rush in after this unknown young woman into the thorns.
I got an important question. So she leaped over the bar
yes.
and opened this doorway in like the door behind the bar, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is a bar. Do they serve food at this bar?
Well, yes.
Is there a knife I can grab and fucking throw that shit at her through the doorway?
Yes, but you would be penalized by the fact that there is a spring monarch in your way, and if you dramatically fail, well,
You know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna spend a fucking willpower again because I don't want to murder him.
All right. So you here before you roll, you have to subtract your defense rating.
Okay.
Her defense rating is 10.
Oh, so I'm on a chance die no matter what.
Oh, I didn't even get to the cover stuff. So yes, you are on a chance die. It sounds like fun.
It sounds like defense is fucking broken, but okay.
Defense can be. Keep in mind the average for a combat character is 7. If someone has that high of a defense, they probably have something else up their sleeve.
I need to look at something.
Fucking yeah, stand true to the character. Fuck out of here. It's a bad decision. Whatever, we'll roll with it.
Hey, it could be a good decision.
Yeah, he's not gonna do it then. If it could kill Charlemagne, he's not gonna do it.
Well, I doubt a knife would kill him instantly. I mean, probably has.
I don't know that. I just know like he's in the way. I'm not letting get a clear shot.
Fair enough. All right. So at that point in time, you hold off your shot. What are you going to do?
Is anybody else jumping in after Charlemagne that he can see?
No one else did. Lillian did the stop. Just gonna stand there. Nope. And Belle isn't with you. Desmond isn't with you. So that leaves just you left. You're it.
You know what? He's a Ferris.
Oh no.
He's gonna fucking jump in after Charlemagne. Fuck it.
All right, jumps in after Charlemagne.
You know what? That's one way to get spring goodwill. I'm telling you that right now.
The door closes behind you guys, and you guys are standing in the middle of the thorns right now. Back on, fortunately, you're not on a hedge chase yet because you're not going anywhere. Back on the top of the round now. She looks actually quite pleased with the fact that you guys ran in after her.
Mm-hmm.
She's grinning.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point in time, is going to just cross her arms and stand there, hips cocked, head tilted, grinning. No other action. She is declaring full defense.
Oh, okay.
That puts us on outside. We'll start off with Lillian. Lillian, what do? You just saw the door close.
Tim's not here. He had to BRB.
Okay, then in that case, it would be on Charlemagne. What does Charlemagne do?
I'm such an... You know what? I'm going to roll with it and just kind of let the dice gods take the wheel. All right. Charlemagne will take off his shoes. And he will cut his hand on the thorns, inflicting 1 point of lethal damage. And I will spend 2 glamour and 1 willpower to activate Prince of Ivy.
Oh, wow. Going full. Okay. So without another word, going full combat. All right. Prince of Ivy is active. That means you need to roll presence plus expression plus mantle.
Yes. That plus that plus that. And hold on, I have to look up this one merit because it matters now. I have hedge duelist.
Yes. Hedge Duelist allows you to take a penalty to get a bonus on the equipment for a damaging attack, which would not really apply to a grapple because your initial grapple roll isn't damaging. It's just to get control.
Okay. Alright, so
But after you grapple, that's
yeah.
a different story.
Mhm. She thinks she's trapped in here with, she's trapped in here with me. We're about to do this. So that is 4 plus 2 is 6, 2 is 7, 7 plus 9, okay. 13.
Our Spring King is way more impulsive than I was anticipating.
It's sort of, he's going off of the fact that it's part of his needle and thread. So,
Okay.
uh, what? 2 successes. It goes off.
All right, 2 successes. So you have 5 dice to grab with.
Yeah,
That is an unfortunate roll.
it happens.
Yeah, I know. So that puts us down on Isabel. What are you asking these fine people at the table who are just staring, kind of confused, still at what just happened?
Yeah. It's like I said, Isabel's going to actually spend another glamour if I can. I'm sorry, I forget what starting glamour is. Is it like 5?
Starting glamour is based on your weird rating. I'm assuming all players come into play with full.
I just started with 1, yeah.
Yeah, if you're weird one, I believe you have 10. Yeah, 10, and you can spend 1 glamour per turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend another to activate Mask of Superiority as she kind of approaches them, and she'll just glance at them and ask, Is everything okay with that friend of yours? May I take a seat? Like something like that.
The gentleman looks up at you. That was. Who are you?
She'll smile and she'll offer a hand actually to him. Eva, I'm a friend of your friend, of our friend down there who ran off. I'm worried about her. Is everything okay?
What are you trying to roll?
She's trying to play along and basically essentially lie to them and try and get them to open up.
Give me a manipulation plus persuasion roll. Your striking looks does not apply to this one.
I was asking if I could roll Mask of Superiority. Would that affect it?
Mask of Superiority is what you wanted in particular.
Yes.
That'd be Presence plus Subterfuge plus Weird, and that lets you look like a respected member of an organization. Not. Yeah, you'd have to pick an organization. It wouldn't let someone know you are someone's friend.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought that's how it works. I can just do the flat.
It treats it as if you had dots and status equal to your presence.
I'll just do the flat manipulation. Does my mantle come into it as well when I'm trying to obscure the truth, which I am?
In this particular case, yes, because you're a winter courtier.
Yes. So manip, and then I'll check. Was it persuasion as well?
Manip plus persuasion, yes. No penalties or bonuses, but your striking looks doesn't apply due to graceful.
Fair enough. Manipulation, persuasion. Let me just check my persuasion.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't remember all of it. That's 2. So that's 3, 5, and then it will be 7 with my mantle. That'll be 7 dice.
Yep. Ah, that tasty winter courtier life.
Sorry, give me a second to get in the thing.
Gonna be straight. Did not think that anyone would actually succeed at the chase. Rourke is amazing. So
Hey, if we die here, we're gonna go
We
out
die
in a
here, we
blaze.
die here. I'm down.
Yeah.
it
You're gonna
wasn't
go out
even
in a
supposed to
blaze.
be a combat scene. I just wanted to give you guys a taste of plot.
Actually, I did have an action I wanted to do though. It'll take 2 actions though.
What was your action?
My first one, I have to get a look at the woman. So if I can, it may open somewhere differently. But if I remember right, that's not the case. This door's not in plain ass view, right?
No, only the bartender would notice, and everyone who works here is under the Spring Court's employ.
So they are changelings. I won't be like, breaking the freehold oath or whatever.
Or fey touched, at the very least. Yeah, so you are fine here. The bartender was more surprised that people were jumping over the bar than the doorway. All right. And so you're just going to open the door again?
There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, so basically my first action, it's going to be I have to portal the door.
Yep.
So
You just spend glamour.
Yeah, I have to spend the glamour. And I'm gonna open it. Do I
Okay.
see the woman there?
Yes. So I'll describe to you what you see in a second after Curtis tells me what Rourke does. Sorry.
Oh, I did want to clarify. I am not jumping into the thorns.
Okay. Smart clarification. Rourke.
So, do we see the portal open up behind us?
Yes, you see. Because of initiative, you guys see the portal open behind you after the monarch has activated his contract of death.
Rourke is going to say, you get like a 3-second sentence for free, right?
Yeah, go for it.
He's gonna say, "This is our last chance to get back. We can get her later."
Do you back out it through the open doorway, Rourke?
He is not backing out unless Charlene is going with.
All right.
So down for it.
All right. Then at the top of the round, you see the girl. The effects of all that cherry blossoms have faded away now. They're gone. They just vanish into the thorns, getting speared by them and disintegrating into the glamour from which they came. And it's at that moment she asks a pointed question. What were you even thinking? And as soon as she says that, she becomes almost flickering in and out of existence for a second, and then begins backing off and running into the hedge.
Can I get what I want to do next does require me to have line of sight, but I still have that.
You do, and it's you and Charlemagne up. Who has the higher wits?
I have wits 3.
Hold on.
Not wits. Yeah, wits. Because
I definitely had an idea for this character, how he was going to be. This is not how any of this was supposed to play out. But
Anthony, you're playing him. You have done nothing that I by in this.
So, which one of you has the higher wits?
Tim does.
Tim does. Okay. What does Lillian do?
Okay. I am going to have to spend another glamour point. The reason I couldn't do this in the past turn is because I had to spend one, and I can only spend one a turn. I am going to use Portents and Visions on her.
Oh, Portents and Visions.
It's a common mirror contract. I'm basically going to try to see what her next big step is.
Manipulation plus occult plus weird. versus her composure plus weird.
Yep. I am, yeah. Because this definitely falls in line with her needle,
Okay.
I'm going to be spending a willpower on this.
I accept that.
I'm just saying the level of disrespect.
You're not
You're-
wrong.
You're probably
Yeah,
also
I'm really-
spending a willpower on this one.
I'm
to
really sorry,
resist.
guys. I would be
It's
in the
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, the Spring King is going to have so many words at this court meeting.
So many words like who in the fuck? The level of disrespect. Like
I need to ask one more time. I am sorry.
Mhm.
Firstly, I don't get my honor mantle bonus, right?
No, not on this one.
Okay.
So you have a rough idea that she's probably not Fae or Fairy at this point. After a second time, not getting your mantle.
Okay. Oh, so I know when my mantle doesn't kick in. Awesome.
Yes.
That is very helpful.
Because it's
Awesome.
supposed to represent you're just that knowledgeable as a member of the court.
Okay. So I'll do my roll because I assume that's what you're waiting on.
Because it's contested, so you're the attacker.
All right. I
Ooh.
have 7 successes. No, yeah, 7 successes.
Nice. I also have 7.
What?
Bruh.
So you're looking at her, and for a moment, it's almost as if you can see something, and all that happens is your view is obscured by a large cowrie shell.
A cavalry shell.
Cowrie shell. Cowrie, red seashell.
Oh, I was gonna say, wait, what?
What does our king do as he watches this girl skipping away from him at high speed through the hedge?
yo, do I get like a grapple check?
Yes, you do.
Away? Like 3 of them?
Yes, you do. If you want to drop your defense and you want to sacrifice your regular action, yes.
You know what? You know what? There's a lot of things, but I ain't no bitch. Fuck it. So like, yeah, let's do it. Do I roll?
Say again?
How many dice do I roll?
Oh,
For
you
the
roll because you got 3 successes.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, 2 successes. You roll 5 dice total, minus her defense.
But
And
if you get to roll 3
That-
times multiple attacks to wear down her defense, if I remember correctly.
yes, and I'm going to say that she doesn't dodge at all. You actually just successfully, quote unquote, grapple her on the first try, but it goes straight through her.
Ugh.
The second try also goes through her. The third
Okay.
try also goes through her. Because she
Stop.
has her back to you. She wasn't getting a defense.
He stops at that point. Ah, fucking damn it. As he looks at Rourke. Let's go back.
Yep.
Right now, I'm
He
about to do.
nods.
The
right now-
door stays open as long as Lillian keeps it open because she was the one who portaled it, so it's still there.
She's keeping it open.
Yeah.
Support
I-
character.
I assumed you weren't a jerk and you were going to be like, goodbye, other people's characters.
Fuck these guys.
Yeah. Before I go back through the portal, can I take a glance around and try and memorize like this location?
You can. You are in the thorns, though, so the location is yes.
Okay.
You just know that this door at the back now, goes to the thorns every time you open it with portaling.
Okay. Yeah, he'll back through the door.
All right. Does Charlemagne follow?
Yeah, he follows.
Does
Mad as
Lillian
hell.
leave the door open?
Fuck that guy. No.
No, I meant you close it after them.
Oh, hell yeah. Fuck that shit. Dog.
All
That's
right.
it, baby.
Door closes behind. Back at the table with Isabel, the guy goes, "We were just here for a business deal."
Yeah, she'll follow along. Sorry, give me a sec. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Actually, I just came with her to make sure everything was okay. Did the deal go through as planned for the
No, she ran off. Do you know why?
she'll she'll actually like seem like she's pondering this for a second, and she'll actually lean forward just a little bit, and kind of rest a hand on the table near the gentleman's, and she'll give a blinded smile, but she'll smile. As I said, I was here to make sure it went through. I believe it was quite a sensitive exchange, so I was worried when she ran off.
He nods his head, though I'm not sure what buying vintage records is so sensitive about.
Oh, can I do an empathy, see if he's telling the truth or not?
Yeah, give me a wits plus sympathy.
Yeah.
And also at the same time, Rourke, would you give me your long-awaited intelligence plus politics roll?
All right. Let me check my dice pool really quick. Any modifiers either way?
No modifiers either way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one success for me.
The man is not lying to you. He seems very sincere.
I got, Jesus, 3 successes somehow.
You know for 100% certain, beyond a shadow of a doubt, she is not a member of the Freehold. You know all the members. She's not one of them.
He's going to relay that information. Just look over quickly at Charlene and Lillian. She's not from the Freehold. She's not like anyone I've met from the Freehold.
Taps his hand, looking at his bloody palm. Yeah, I need to get fucking wasted like right now. Yeah, we have a very big issue.
And looking up, you see that Isabel is currently talking with the 2 other people at the table.
Yeah.
And it looks like my job isn't done yet.
Isabel will actually respond to that with, she'll smile and say, "Yeah, of course. Which records were they again? If you like, I can take a look at them and make sure she gets them if that would help at all." Like I said, I was just meant to meet her here, and
I don't know. She left before she could tell us.
she'll tilt her head like, "Really? I thought you. She told me you like spoke online or something." She'll like feign being confused.
We
I
only
said,
spoke about meeting here. She wanted to meet me in person for the deal.
Yeah. She'll nod and she'll say, "Yeah, she told me to meet her here just to get some records, but I'm confused. Why would she do that? I'm sorry if she's wasted your time. Like I said, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. You know?" She's like,
Yeah, I thought you were her friend, though. Wouldn't you know better than me? He says, throwing his hands up. Waste of a night. If the other changelings at any point in time can walk into the scene, assuming you walk in casually.
Rourke's just gonna slide into a chair next to her. His suit only got a little rumpled, I imagine, because he was like running, but he wasn't like fighting or anything. He just goes, I might be interested in buying something from you. That way you're not wasting your evening.
Puts his hand in his pocket. Kind of the picture that's depicted is kind of how he sits down, hand in the back of his head.
Yeah, Bello. Sorry.
He'll look up at all these more of your friends.
Yeah, like she'll just glance immediately to Charlemagne and the others. Didn't she tell us all to meet here where we get the vintage records for our party later on? She said something about a deal. No idea why she ran off, but maybe did you bring them with? Did you bring any with you? Or she'll glance to the guy and then back to the group again. And she's kind of trying to fast talk, giving all the info.
No, we were just going to negotiate here and then go back to my store. She was adamant to meet and share all the details in person.
I'll tell you what. I can give you a nice tip, help you with your troubles, and we can meet again. Try and make this deal with some of the more down-to-earth members of the group. Our party can wait, obviously. He just kind of leans in a little bit as he takes out a $100 bill and just kind of sets it on the table, like in front of them.
What is your resources again?
4.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just the opening bribe.
Okay, I was just making sure because I knew. I was like, wait, did I get his resources wrong? Was he also no? So he looks at it, takes it. Okay.
With that, Charlemagne will sort of wave one of the bartenders over and sort of order a glass of water for the new guests, and anyone else, whatever they want, they get.
He nods. The woman there orders some water. She's been quiet the whole time.
Yeah, and Bill will just also lean forward and she'll add on as Rock gives them a bill. She'll just say, I'm just so sorry about that, but thank you. You've been so helpful. And she'll make sure to give the man a smile, and she'll like at the end, she'll probably rest her hand closer to his and then she'll ask, do you by any chance have a business card we could contact you by?
Sure, he says, handing over a card. It has a picture of 2 records on it, vinyls, and below it says Stephen Ford, antique seller, vintage record seller. Pretty plain. And the name of the shop is Lost Memories.
With that,
hey Anthony, Lillian was gonna approach Charlemagne right quick.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Go ahead, it's fine.
Lillian was gonna. He's at the bar, yeah.
Yeah, he's about to come back with the drinks.
As he's there and kind of has a semi-private, Lillian will kind of approach and say, sorry, Charlemagne. I just figured I should get you this information first, since it affected you the most.
Okay.
What she was doing and everything about her, I don't think she's related to the others. I think whatever she's up to, she's got her own agenda she's following.
You'll sigh. Well, then I need to inform the other monarchs then that we have a potential breach. So with that, thank you for your help. My court is in debt to you.
Anytime, Charlemagne.
That he will come back to the table, start handing out the drink orders. Since I have the pusher merit, it counts as one door is automatically open if they accept it.
I had a feeling you were going to do that. Yes. He takes it. Thank you. Didn't catch your name.
My name is Charlemagne. I own this place. As he kind of like circles the finger around.
Okay. At that point, one door down. Anyone else want to make a stab at the door?
I would love to make a stab at a door.
What is the stab?
I'm trying to. I think across the conversation, what I was trying to do is be like, I'm really grateful. I'm so sorry. So, like, can I do like a presence empathy or something?
To what end? Since for the social action, what is the goal?
To try and get him to give us all of the details, essentially, or some of the details, but to try and make him feel like we're sorry for dragging them all the way out here, but if they help us, we can help them sort it as quick as possible, and I'm very grateful for their time.
I would say that is in this case, give me a manipulation plus empathy roll. And yes.
Since I didn't clarify, Charlemagne's goal for this like social interaction is he's trying to see what this particular man is selling at his particular shop.
Okay. Noted. And your winter mantle in this case does not come into play.
That's okay. Your striking looks come in.
Your striking looks does come in.
Okay.
You'll find that those two probably don't often cover each other, but they will replace each other. All right. Looks.
I've got 3 success. Oh, I've got a 10 again as well. Do I re-roll that? Does it do it?
Yeah, you have to normally do 10 again.
Well, it'll automatically reroll 10s.
Yeah, you have to remember to just type in 10 again when you do that.
Oh, okay.
You don't. It already did it. You see the.
Oh, did it already do it?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So, anyways, looks around, looks up at you. Yeah. So, we're just going to do business over. You've seen my card. I sell antiques and vintage records, and she contacted me about that. I thought you would have known those details already. I mean, I got a large collection. She seemed very interested when I mentioned that it was fairly broad, and that's about it. We contacted me through my usual email. I found it unusual she wanted to meet in person, but she offered to pay for dinner here. So, I mean, I'm not going to turn that down, right?
Oh, hey.
You must.
Stabs the doors.
You guys made it through the doors. He just spilled everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he spelled everything. Oh,
Yeah.
Because I was going to do the thing, but if we do, we do.
But yeah, Bella glance to see if anyone says anything. If not, she'll say, "Well, yeah, I remember she was saying you had one of the best collections of vintage records in the city. There must be some really special records. I mean, she tends to be a little bit, I don't know, forgetful sometimes, doesn't she? She's always running off somewhere,
Yeah. So, were you looking to buy some then?
Well, seeing as she's not here, we might as well make that transaction in her place.
All right.
We don't know if she'll be back or not.
What do you want to talk about then? Because you wanted to meet me here to talk about the records before going back and buying them.
That was her. She didn't tell us about that part. But I assume that she just wanted to kind of get a feel for what exactly you have in your collection so she could, make business smoother and go back to actually purchase the records.
Oh, sure. You just let her know. I mean, we're open anytime.
We were meeting with this associate. A lot of the pretty individuals come through here, and you have to forgive me as a greeter. I can't remember each and every name. Bullshit. Who did she drop her name?
No, actually, I just know her screen name. Actually, so she didn't go into really big details on that. Kind of odd now that you mention it.
I mean, as an extra promotional, we always love to reach out to our patrons and make sure that they feel very welcomed and self assured, and it's just added publicity. You understand, right?
Right, right. Uh, uh, I think.
Yeah, so Charlemagne will reach into his left breast pocket, hand him a pen and paper.
Uh, uh, what do you need?
Her email address.
Yeah, sure. He will scribble it down on a piece of paper, and slide it over.
And
It says Thorns and Brambles 13 at hotmail.com.
what has a hotmail com? What type of? With that, he will look at it and place it into his pocket. There's also something that was bothering me. Do you get any other eccentric individuals that come to your shop in the area asking for peculiar items?
Uh, what do you mean? I mean, everything is peculiar. It's antiques and vintage records. I mean, I got quite a few hipsters who come by every now and again, uh, mostly to
Okay.
look, not to buy, I guess. Kind of annoying.
And when was the last time you made a sale, sir?
Uh, are are you insulting my business?
No, of course not. It's just that I'm looking forward to becoming a potential buyer, and these are.
Uh, yesterday.
Which record was that?
Beach Boys.
Classic. You see Charlemagne sort of writing down notes in his pad, and mm, his eyes will glance towards the crowd, well, the assembled group, to see if they have anything they want to add.
Rourke's just sipping his drink, watching the dude, so he's just letting you guys lead on this.
Oh, wait. My bad. You said Charlemagne gathered the squad.
I said that Charlemagne is assuming that people are around him of the assembled changelings. If there's something you want to ask, now's your time to ask the thing.
Away from the humans, or like
Just ask this gentleman now. Is there any basically?
Yeah.
okay,
Basically,
my bad. But
what
that's
what
what
he
I was
said.
confused on.
Mm.
Lily, not no. She actually has a couple of things that she wants to ask. She's going to ask, um, any notable. I know you said that you have antiques in general, but what about your collection springs out, at least to you?
Uh,
I have a slight interest in such things.
we have some restored record players. I mean, those are, I believe, our best items. Not everyone has a record player to listen to our distinguished collection of vinyl, but we have some of the best quality and lowest prices because we restore them ourselves.
All right.
Uh, wait, weren't weren't you two? He says, pointing at the ones who are not Rourke or Bell. Weren't you two the ones who were like chasing after your friend a second ago?
Can I make? Oh no, of course not. It was one of those things where we were kind of chasing after paparazzi, and you know how those sort of things go. People get a little crazy and just sort of get a little ahead of themselves. And
Okay, give me a manipulation plus subterfuge
I
roll on
love
this
my
one.
level of bullshit. Like,
I
okay.
I'll give you a +1 equipment bonus because he's been drinking while you've been talking.
The striking looks. The striking looks come into play.
In your case, your striking looks were
It's adorable.
adorable. No.
God damn it.
Sorry, he has a thing for the graceful chicks.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she. Yeah.
Just one more thing I want to check. That is. Just a second.
Hello.
Oh, that doesn't do it.
Maybe Hello. Out of character, what time of day is it or night is it? Is it really late or is it just like evening?
It's really late. It's one of the happening nightclubs, and you don't want to show up too early to those, right?
Okay, completely fair. Right.
Be the person who shows up at 9. You're the boring one then.
Yeah, she was gonna ask something as well.
He nods. Yeah, paparazzi. He's looking around like confused, but okay, he believes it. He's had enough to drink. This sounds plausible.
She'll You said you're open. You said you're open all hours, and she'll glance at the business card. Are the hours on the card?
No, they are not on the card.
If I can ask, what hours are those?
Normally open like 9 to 7, but I mean, I'll make special cases for people who send me money up front.
Slides another 100 across the table.
I mean, if you'd like to go back to my place right now.
Yeah, I'd love to just. I think our friend would be really happy just getting the records as soon as possible. She's been talking about them for a while now, and would really appreciate it.
Right, and so you know which one she wants then.
She'll. You know, I have a feeling. Yes. She'll nod.
Right. Okay.
She'll glance to the rest of the group like, is anything I'm saying wrong? Because I think we should go now.
He'll just sort of like smile and just yeah, sure. He will just can I speak to my friend here in a moment? And he will look towards Belle. Come to me to the bar real quick. I'll ask you something. Be right back.
Yeah, sure. He says, looking between Rourke and Lillian, and their very serious stares.
Mm-hmm. And he will walk with Belle back to the bar, and he will say to her, "We actually don't know what the fuck we're looking for."
Yeah, she'll nod, and you'll notice as she walks away that brilliant kind of soft smile, the posture. That'll almost kind of go, and she'll nod and she'll say, "Yes, I'm sorry, I'm aware of that, but considering the fact she ran away in the middle of a crowded nightclub and you all ran into the hedge, I feel like whatever she's looking for, it's something we want to try and see now rather than later, or at least get some information on, even if we don't find a particular item she wants. I feel like being able to go there and see what's there might help us."
He'll nod. He will just say, is her mantle evident or anything?
Yeah. Her mantle, actually, she feels a little cold, and she'll actually touch, like, in stark contrast to earlier, she'll actually touch your kind of elbow or touch your like forearm, just with like some concern as she says that.
Just so you know, as if you have a single dot of mantle, you cannot hide it without contracts.
I have 2.
So there.
Yeah.
So he'll say, well, all right. Just more so, I'm concerned about the fact that I'd rather not put us in any more undue danger.
She'll just nod. As
If we go together, I don't think. Oh yeah, because this is like outside of his club.
no, Bella. Yeah, internally Belle's probably screaming, "You ran into the hedge!" But like, she's not. Well, maybe. Look, we have his information, his business card. I just obviously you're the monarchs. It's up to you, but we should let Desmond know as well. Have you seen him?
He does that from time to time.
He does, but you didn't see him go in with you or anything. You sure? Okay.
He didn't. Just me and Brooke. So yeah, let's see if we can get some more information. I just want to make sure that with that, he says, all right. He will talk to like one of his assistant managers, let him know, make sure you lock up once the club is over, and he's going to make his exit, walking with the group, assuming that we're going to go do the thing.
Yeah.
So what thing are you guys doing in particular with this?
We're going back to the shop to see what the fuck is there.
Okay. Is everyone in agreement? They're all going back?
I like it.
Might as well.
All right.
I might have to leave partway through though, just so everybody knows. So if I drop out, that's why.
I mean, for where like, I don't want to take over. Like I said, she feels that because of the circumstances, they might want to look at this as soon as possible. But she's also given the option to just call him later.
No, we're going now. Fuck it.
Okay.
We've already run into the hedge. It's fine.
So one ride on public transportation.
We don't go on public transportation. What? I have money. That's what peasants do. So like, so he will just sort of round up everyone into like a cab or an Uber, what have you, and we get there no time flat. Sort of a more so a thank you to the gentleman from coming all this way. At least he gets a free ride back to the shop.
All right, so you take them. It's a nice shop. It's in the uptown area in a suburb with a very nice storefront. The records above it. He walks up to the door, pulls out a large ring of keys, and this one, and will then put it in. And with a click, the door opens into a record shop filled with some antiques in the back. Looks like restored things from gramophones all the way up to modern record players, and even some record players that are like record tape and CD players, all into one. Goes around, turns on the shop's lights, walks up to the code, punches it in to turn off the thing. Motions, well, here it is. What in particular were you looking for? His companion, she goes towards the back and stops and goes, "Honey, I'm gonna go to bed." And he goes, "Yeah, weird night." And she'll smile and go up the stairs in the back.
He will sort of leave Belle to talk to the man as Charlemagne starts looking around the shop.
I'm gonna get again. Like I'm gonna get out of sight, everyone. Get in the shadows. Pop light shy again. After a minute of standing in the shadows.
You and standing in the shadows for a minute. I know why you're doing it. It just. I love how Lost seemed kind of weird to everyone. Well, that leaves Lillian and Belle standing there with the man as he's like, "So, which records was it?"
Lillian's just gonna fucking start looking for a record.
Well, so Lillian's now looking at records, and that leaves Belle standing there with the man.
No. Like basically, to clarify, I'm sorry. What Lillian does is she's like, "Oh, let me check. I don't remember the name too well off the top of my head. She had told me about this in passing. I won't lie to you.
Actively lying.
Yeah, he is basically what she's doing, Matt. She's basically using this as an opportunity to kind of case some shit out to see if there's anything of note here, because he's assuming this is partially confirmation bias because she's on court, but she's assuming that there's something Wuji up in this piece.
So you're looking for Wuji. Are you looking with your kenning, or are you looking with your just making a general passing glance?
I'm gonna be running low on willpower, but I'll have to do kenning.
All right.
Oh.
I will be doing a kenning roll too.
Okay. What about Belle? What is Belle doing?
I'm going to check a thing if that's okay, very quickly.
All right, go checking. Let me know when you find it. What is Rourke doing?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You do know what you're doing. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I have discrete summons, but I don't know how it quite works because I think I can use it to summon objects, but I assume I'd have to know what it is.
You'd have to know what you want as a summon.
Yeah.
So, what Rourke's gonna do? Sorry. What Rourke's gonna do is, while he's under light shy, he's going to just kind of go back to wherever like the vinyls are kept, and he's just going to go down the whole thing. He's gonna take like his phone out, and he's going to note down the name of every record that he can find back there while they're talking to the.
There are a lot of records. There are probably hundreds upon hundreds here.
He's going to get as many as he can before they're done up front.
Okay, you're going to try to write down as many records as you can. Give me your kenning rolls, and what's Belle going to do?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm unfamiliar with kenning. If I remember correctly, it's
roll clarity.
And roll my clarity as a dice pool, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What about Belle? Discrete summons only works if you know what you're looking for.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for, so what I'm going to do is get the guy talking about while the friends are looking, I'm going to keep him busy. I'm going to ask him, how long have you been open? And she said you had quite a special collection. She said you had something new come in that was really rare, I think. I don't exactly remember the name, but...
All right, you're going to try to keep him distracted. Give me a persuasion plus manipulation roll. At this rate, you guys are all justifying yourself eventually wanting to buying a specialty in fast talking, but...
Does Wintermantle come in?
In this case, yes, because you are trying to deceive him. All right. How many successes did you get, Anthony? There we go. Okay. So how many successes total? That was 0. What about you, Tim?
Oh, sorry?
Have you rolled Kinning yet?
Yes, I have.
How many successes?
3.
3. Yeah, I see it. And that leaves 3 successes to keep distracted. Okay. At that point in time, so
Fail? Can I take a dramatic fail?
you want a dramatic fail.
Yes.
You found it.
Okay.
You found the record that is the most important. You found the magical item.
Aries' eyes. Oh, not Aries. Goddamn, wrong character. Charlemagne's eyes will light up as he picks up a record. Table
It's
the
Queen.
breakfast. He thinks he's found the magic grail.
That's right. He's holding a Queen's record in his hands, and he knows. You know for certain that this right here is the magic one. This is the most important one. You cannot be convinced otherwise. Your kinning has led you here, O monarchs of monarchs. Lillian is 100% certain there's nothing interesting in this place. There's not there are currently 4 magical creatures in this room. She knows which 4 those are.
Oh no. Oh, man.
And then Rourke, you have managed to get an entire row written down, quick as you can.
Okay.
There are 10 more rows.
You know what he's gonna...
And it looks like Bell is at this point running out of things to distract this man with.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what he's...
Yeah.
Sorry. What he's gonna do when he sees that she's starting around, he's just gonna switch his phone to camera mode and take as many pictures of like the rows as he can.
Okay.
And she's gonna compliment him on his lovely tie because she's running out of things. And she said, "You don't mind showing us the email she sent you? It might just clarify there. I think we're just having a little bit."
Yeah, I don't have the email anymore. Actually, I just cleared it out. I keep my inbox pretty empty. Are your friends doing okay? I mean, he says,
Charlemagne, like a kid at the candy store. It's like I found it. This is the one I need. How much is it?
Oh, so question. So with my kidding, like that's not the record, right?
You know, there's nothing magical about it. So, anyways, walks up, asks about the price. So he looks at, let me check. He flips it over. This one's 50.
Would I be able to? Oh, come on. This is something really awesome, and you don't think I could possibly get this for like 25? This is really my favorite album. I really need to have it.
Give me a manipulation plus. That was adorable. I'll give you adorable on that one. Persuasion, and you get your adorable.
Can I hear this exchange going down from where I am?
Yes.
What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna step like away, assuming I've got all the pictures. Just step away. Can I do a thing to help him?
What are you doing to help him?
Okay, so I have this thing. Let me find where it is.
We have made this scene so much better. I like to let everyone know.
I have this thing called Hidden Reality, and the fairest clause is you can target one person in your vicinity and change either their virtue or vice or equivalent anchor.
Oh dear Lord, why are you so mean?
I want to change his virtue to charity.
Oh yes.
It is I gotta spend a glamour, so I'll spend my glamour. And it is a manipulation Let me double check before I finish. Keep talking. Manipulation, subterfuge plus word contested by his resolve plus word.
Did I mention you guys are just terrible?
We're the best. We're the best kind of people.
Yeah, while this is happening, Belly's going to take her chance because she has been in the spotlight for long enough, and she has had enough of this. So she's gonna withdraw away and just kind of whisper or just say quietly to Lillian as she's looking around, "Have you found anything?"
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna argue here at this point. Why are you guys making your poor winter court take the lead on the social? But
I am the social winter court. I did this to myself.
It's sort of letting other people have a moment to shine. It's fine.
I got 2 successes on hidden reality, by the way.
all right, let me make the roll. I mean, nothing. It's not like I'm going to get a billion successes on 2 dice.
Watch, you say that he's gonna roll all 10s for like 2 days. See, you said it. He rolled 10s.
2 successes.
You fail. Okay. You succeed at getting the price down, but you failed. You just messed that contract up. Or he must be so resilient that he's not fooled by fey trickery.
Glare intensifies. You get Charlemagne can see just Rourke pops into sight, just glaring at this dude standing behind him.
I pay my $25 and I leave.
Does everyone else leave as well?
I gotta go back in the shadows because I hid. But yeah, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah. Like Belle would have been sniffing Lillian, and as they were doing that, she would have just whispered, "Have we found anything? Is that it?"
Oh.
It's nothing. He doesn't know that though.
Like Lillian kind of, she gets a little confused. Like she didn't really understand why he got that. He assumes that he likes, the Beach Boys.
No, it's Queens. It's Queens.
It's Queens.
Queens. Okay, my bad. But yeah, no. Basically though, Matt, there's definitively nothing magical in here except for the 4 of us, right?
Yep.
What?
Now down to the 3 of you. Now down to the 2 of you.
He looks like somebody kicked his dog. He looks so upset.
There's nothing. I don't. If you like Queens, then it's a wonderful purchase.
It is, but the look that he's giving Lillian is that somebody just drop kicked his puppy. Like he really feels that he did the right thing.
It's a good purchase though. Really, they're a good band.
He's giving you the quiver lip.
I've heard them. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
trust me.
Yeah, I promise she's gonna love it. Thank you so much for your help. We'll. And she'll dance to the poor guy, and then essentially motion to everyone else. She'll start heading to the door because my God, this poor man.
All right, so
leave this man alone.
You guys leave, and I assume you wait till you're in the car to talk about things that are very. Yeah.
I have one question.
I have a good answer for you.
Anytime we were in there, did we see anything that would give us this dude's name?
He gave you his name, and he gave you a card with his name on it.
Okay. I have a business card with his name, his details, everything.
I just missed that then. Sorry.
Stephen Ford.
Oh, there was one thing. Lillian looks over and she says, "I know this is a silly question, but which email did she use? Did she use her personal one or a business one?"
I don't know. It's just the email I told you. thornsandbrambles13@hotmail.com.
All right. Thank you. Leaves.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are in transit then, I guess, to somewhere.
Yeah, I assume my name doesn't ring a bell or anything.
Nope, he's unless you guys have like academics, finances, or you have some sort of connections to the business community. I mean, he's just a guy.
I have academics. I don't have a specialty, but I have academics.
Give me an intelligence plus academics, or you could even make an encyclopedic.
That's for a cult, not academics, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, you only have it for a cult. So yeah, give me an academics plus intelligence.
Hey, I got one.
You know he's the only major record seller in the city.
Oh, my bad. I know he's the only what?
Record seller in the city.
That helps. So basically, like, she wanted this specific dude for a specific reason.
Potentially.
Because he's the one guy who sells records.
Yeah, bitchin'. Okay. Yeah, she'll head back, and as they can congregate in the royal car,
It's an Uber.
in the royal Uber.
This is not how Belle expected her glamorous night out with her workmate to go.
This is
No one
300% how
expected
she expected it. It acted better than expected.
Yeah.
Of course, once they're in the Uber and like been dropped off, Charlemagne will look to your symbols and I'll be sure to let your monarchs know that you guys were a super big help to me tonight. Thanks again.
Rourke's just gonna incline his head and recognizing okay, GTFO, and he hears one, he's just gonna make his exit after that.
She'll nod and she'll say, one last thing that I realized rather. That businessman, he's the only one that sells what he sells in the city.
Maybe that's something that the Winter Monarch should be made well of, so we can keep tabs on him.
Bell'll just nod. I'll let Desmond know. I'll let Desmond know what happened now. We've got his card and all of his details. Is anything else I can do to help?
You've done enough. He will smile, kind of boop her on the nose. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, she'll smile. Well, it wasn't exactly the night I planned, but thank you. I'm glad you're okay. You know, she looks really worried. You sure?
Oh, he'll look at his hand and just kind of like, yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot you were bleeding. Yeah, she'll just instantly kind of look to your hand and just like, are you sure you're okay? What happened in there?
She sort of turned into mist and flew away, and I wasn't about to go on a foot chase, chasing mist through the hedge. He'll say.
I have to admit, that's a very good call, Charlemagne.
He'll just look at her and say, no.
You gotta look. She doesn't know she was sassy. She doesn't know. She was legitimately trying to be respectful. You can see that.
He just kind of glares at her like.
But I'll leave you to your night. Yes.
He'll nod.
She'll incline her head and start to leave with Belle.
Yeah, Bell'll just smile. It was lovely to meet you both, and please, if you ever want to drop by the theatre, I'm sure Madame Laurent would love to have company as always. She'll smile.
Smile back.
Yeah, and then she'll walk off with Lillian, and she'll talk to her in a bit if you guys want to say stuff.
And if that's what everyone has, I think this is a good stopping point, and then you guys can go into
Oh.
do socials.
There was one thing Lillian was going to say to Belle.
Go for it.
She gonna look over and she gonna say, "So we gonna investigate into the market, right?"
She'll nod. That sounds like the logical step. I'll ask Desmond what he knows. He might be able to help us further. If you wouldn't mind speaking to Rock, that would really help.
It's Rourke. Maybe if Cage is around, I'll hit him up too.
She'll actually thinking. She'll nod. I'll speak to Kaylee as well. She is a head around these things. She might be able to help. But what do you think happened? She'll just kind of look. Are you sure they're okay after running into the hedge like that? I mean, just I would have gone with you, but I just
It's the fucking hedge.
yeah, you can totally
No.
you can totally wits empathy on composure empathy that on her.
Okay, this will be the last thing. I swear. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, sorry, yeah. I'm not even gonna roll.
I got one.
Yeah, so you can see when she says that, you can see she's kind of walking with you, and she's probably rested a hand on her shoulder, but as soon as she mentions her head, she kind of goes a bit pale, and she kind of just tightens up a bit, It's like she's scared as she says, I didn't expect you all to run in there. I didn't know what to do. I thought that I should speak to a guy at the table in case he had the information, and
It was a good call. You were one of the better equipped to do it.
she'll smile. Well, we'll need your help when it comes to the markets. It always helps to have someone who knows their way around things. But will I see you at work tomorrow?
I'll ask around. We'll see. Plan in progress. Plan in progress.
Mm-hmm. She'll nod. Well, at least we didn't make fools of ourselves, and you learnt to dance, and it's fine. It's fine.
Yep. And I think we're good there.
Okay then, thank you players for playing, thank you watchers for watching, and so concludes another game of Changeling the Lost in the Shadows of Austin. See you next time.